Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is me, Dukect, here, live, once again here on the Dukect Lounge. And man, Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette. Oh boy. I'm not even surprised. That was hilarious. I actually had, which I was, you know what? I'm going to say this. I was not going to do talking about this stuff. I was going to talk about the WWE stuff in Saudi Arabia. And I was just not going to talk about this stuff. I was going to be like, going to talk about this. I'm going to push that back to next week. And I'll get all my thoughts on there. And my entire everything, all my stuff there. But this right here. But Jim Cornette can't just stop doing the same stuff. He just can't do it. And by the way, let me just see this. Oh, and when David Duke is out there stumping you, it's not good. And I'll put the link. Let me just see if I can get the let me get this pic right here. Let's see. All right. Here it is. Here's from David Duke. Right here. Oh, gosh. On Twitter right here. It says this. I don't know if it's actually real or not. So let me just... Before we do anything. Let me just search. I'm going to search this and see if it's actually real. Because you never know. It could be fake. Let me just go and do this. Because I don't think does he have a Twitter? Does he have a Twitter? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right, Duke. Yeah, let's see. Here it is. Let's see. Let's see if he actually did it, because who knows what it is. Because again, it could be BS from the internet, because Lord knows. Let's see. Happened today, so let me just see if it did. Let's see. Let's see if it's actually a thing. It looks like it might have been, but I don't see it on his Twitter, so maybe that's fake, or maybe he deleted it, but I don't know. But yeah. I don't know, maybe that person faked it, but probably. But yeah, I looked to say Jim Cornette, but here is the quote right here. But here it is. We'll put the whole video up on the video podcast, but here's the listen right here live on the Dukect Lounge. Take a listen to what he said right here on the quote right here. Let me just post the right stuff here. And yeah, and I do not own NWA Power or anything else, so hopefully this will be not as taken down. So again, I don't own it. This is for news or whatever. So worst comes to worst, this is gonna be a BitChute anyway. So yeah, here's the audio, and well, hope for the best. All right, and here we go.
This as seriously as he might should. Trevor Murdoch, he's mad, bad, and dangerous to know. He's the only man I've ever known that can strap a bucket of fried chicken on his back and ride a motor scooter across Ethiopia. Trevor Murdoch can take care of himself.
Yeah. I'll take yikes for 100. That was not good. That was what would you call it? Not a good thing to have. I mean, that was, wow. And I just smirked at it. I wasn't like, oh my God, it's cancel. I'm so angry. Because honestly, I've heard worse. I have seen worse on YouTube. I have heard worse on Twitter. And saw worse on Twitter, Facebook, and all the other places on the internet. So, yeah, I'm not, I'm just like, that was hilarious. A little bit of funny because I mean, the audacity of it. But to me, the most damning part of all of this, the one thing that really actually pisses me off about the whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that no one caught this. That's right, nobody caught this. No one actually sat down and said, okay, this was taped. This is a taped show. So I'm like, wait, why are you doing that? Why in the hell are you putting this, ladies and gentlemen? Why are you putting this, on here? Should I be surprised? Should I really be 100% totally shocked by this? No. Hell no. I'm not surprised by this, but to me, it was passed through from editing to all this stuff. This is a taped show. NWA Power is a taped show. And everyone who is behind this, Billy Corgan, Dave Lagana, who was behind the scenes behind this, this was completely and totally preventable. They could have just cut this thing out of editing, put something else, dub something else there. Why the hell would you leave this thing in? I'm more frustrated than mad. I'm frustrated at the part that you have this, everyone around it said, oh, that's okay. That's okay. The audio and everything else, they passed through the whole system and said, this is okay. Oh, and by the way, there's other stuff too. Man. Wow. I gotta just see if I can get the video for this, because it's just let's see, there's other stuff here too. He's just saying saying the N-word, the hard R, you know what I'm saying? That sort of stuff. He says this stuff. I'm not surprised he does this. I'm not surprised by this at all. It is what it is. Again, the audio and the people behind the scenes, because they said okay. They said this was okay. They put this was okay. You know what? It's not okay. And honestly, I know Jim Cornette left. He's gone from all this place. He's done. But let's be real. He's not. I mean, he'll come back, and some other people will get him in. But I want people who are the audio, and the producers, everyone who thought this was okay to put this out there. What the hell were you thinking? Heads need to roll in this situation, because NWA Power doesn't have that type of luxury of making these type of mistakes. Because people start to really like this show. I mean, they do. And I'm going to see if I can find the YouTube numbers and such. Because I watch it, and I skipped this because I was like tired and such. I was not feeling well. But when I look at NWA Power, and I saw this, when I looked at it, I was like, man, I really thought this was going to be I really enjoyed it. And you look at what the NWA has for the the NWA Power, the first episode, around 500,000 views. Second show, 302K views. Third, 227,000. Fourth episode, 236K. Fifth episode, 211K. It's going down. 213K, episode 6, and 90K. Well, this just happened a day ago. But yeah, they're in that, well, for the first tie, and it went down. Sadly, it went down. It was, again, I hope that it continues to grow. I want it to continue to grow. But it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be I think it's going to take a long while. And when you have the NWA National Wrestling Alliance making some moves, I'm not saying it's stuff like in fact, let me just see this right now. Let me compare this to Impact Wrestling, which has its issues, but it seems to be going, Impact Wrestling. See how this thing is, and they got more subscribers. It has more subscribers than NWA, well, because it's been around longer. But when you look at it, I honestly, when you look at it, you look at the top moments. You have 109.3K with Tussle Blanchard wins the number one contendership. You have, once again, you look at the other stuff here. You have, it got a lot more 88Ks, 38Ks, stuff like that. But you have other stuff too. You have, again, Tussle Blanchard has 238Ks. Must be Impact stuff. That sort of. It's contemporary, but they have that type of Impact Wrestling has Access TV, all this type of stuff. But I'm just saying this, that NWA does not have, any type of leeway or ground to really screw up. This is a major screw up. And what are they going to do an episode? Are they going to put someone in now, a new person in because he's quit? So I don't know what they're going to do afterwards. This is a major hiccup here. And, and I look and say, for example, what's going on with, once again, Access TV and all this stuff. But also, what about AEW? How, again, a lot of people look at AEW and see, wow, it's just posting these things. Look at AEW Dark. You see, it's got over 281K. You have another one, AEW Dark. These episodes, they get like a significant bunch of view as well. Probably, heck, even higher than AEW Dark has a lot more higher people watching these stuff. It's really is. Looking at how all these, again, maybe it's because of production values. Maybe it's just the NWA is not as much love, and it's going right back to the old school fans. But AEW Dark will not have this type of situation. I'm confident AEW wouldn't have a situation where you have the announcers say something, grossly offensive and such, like what Jim Cornette did. And again, what it would be, and you would not, especially someone like AEW Dark, they would cut that off right then and there. That sort of thing. That's the truth. And that's the real sad part of this whole situation, is that the production crew and the people behind the scenes really dropped the ball here. And they don't have anywhere else. I want to see how they're going to recover from this, because a lot of people who are on Twitter, I know it's not much, but yeah, a lot of people on Twitter, like they're saying, they look like they might be regretting going in on NWA. Now it's like saying, okay, they got rid of Cornette, but they're like asking the question, what happened to the audio stuff? That's the question. That's what they're going to do. But hey. But yeah. Until we talk about this stuff, until we actually, until we get through that stuff, we'll until that stuff happens, we're gonna actually, hopefully they'll fix this stuff up. Hopefully they'll look back and say, you know what, let's sit there, let's do this right, and make sure none of this happens ever again. Maybe they can get someone else. I don't know who they can actually get for a commentator to actually really connect with the audience, like say, Cornette can do. But that's going to be on AEW. Not AEW, that's going to be NWA. The NWA, that's on the NWA. That is on them to find a better commentator that connects with the audience, but also seems to fit into that mode of not just respecting tradition, that is the NWA, but also pushing brand new stars as well. That's my thoughts on it. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more hot takes coming down the pike. Until then, that's my 2 cents on the piece. And hopefully that will end at that. So with that, let's take a small commercial. Yes, we're going to take a small little musical break. We'll be right back. We're going to listen to some OC Remix. We're going to listen to some of that. We're going to listen to a little bit of that. And we will be right back. Right after this here. Live on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for listening to me, Dukect, here on TalkShoe.com. Right back right after this.